Right, AI, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems like every day there's a new headline about some mind-blowing breakthrough or some crazy new application.
It really does feel like we're living in the future, doesn't it?
Well, that's what we're diving into today.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking conferences, industry news, even Reddit AMAs with the big names.
Gives us a real behind-the-scenes peek, doesn't it?
Absolutely, a real sense of what's cooking in the world of AI. And let me tell you, it's a feast. We've got AI programming drones in real time, AI-generated feature films popping up on YouTube, even AI that could take control of your computer mouse.
Well, that last one sounds a bit scary, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bells are kind of cool. But look, I know it could be a lot to take in, this fire hose of information.
It is.
So we're here to help you sift through it all, find the real gems, the things that really matter.
Absolutely.
So where do we even begin? Well, it seems OpenAI is at the heart of a lot of this. What do you say?
They're certainly making a splash.
What have they been up to?
Well, the new model, O1, it's really causing a stir.
O1.
Yeah, did you see that demo where it was programming a drone interface?
So I have this drone, I have an interface.
Live, in real time.
I did. It was incredible, wasn't it? It wasn't just spitting out code, was it?
No.
I mean, it was connecting to those live APIs, those digital messengers that let programs talk to each other.
Right.
Testing functionality, monitoring battery levels, managing that video feed. and get this, adjusting the drone's flight path all at the same time. It was like watching a seasoned developer at work.
It was, and the way it was handling multiple complex tasks all at once, it suggests that Go1 is capable of genuine reasoning, real-time problem solving, something we hadn't really seen before.
This is AI engaging with the messiness of the real world.
Exactly. It's a big step forward.
It makes you wonder, what can't this thing do?
Well, speaking of real-world insights, there was that OpenAI Reddit AMA.
Ooh, insider gossip.
Sam Altman, the CEO, she chopped some pretty interesting hints about the future.
We are going to try our hardest and believe we will succeed at making our models better and better and better. And if you are building a business that patches some current small shortcomings, if we do our job right, then that will not be as important in the future.
One thing that really stood out was his prediction that they would saturate all the benchmarks in 2025.
Saturate all the benchmarks. Benchmarks, they're like tests that measure how well an AI performs, yeah.
Yes.
So what happens when the texts become meaningless? Because the AI is just, too good.
It's a good question. It suggests that we might need completely new ways to evaluate these models, perhaps move away from these artificial tests and focus on real-world problem solving.
So we need to change the exam because it seems just too smart.
In a way, yes. It could mean we're entering uncharted territory.
It's exciting, but a little bit unnerving, isn't it?
It is, and it really highlights how important it is to stay informed, stay adaptable. This field is moving fast.
Right now, someone in the AMA asked about Ilya Sutskever, OpenAI's former chief scientist, who left to start his own AI company. What did Altman have to say about that?
Well, he was very complimentary. Called Sutskever a visionary, someone who sees the future more clearly than almost anyone else. Even said that Sutskever contributed to some of the early ideas that eventually led to the development of O1.
Really? So what's Sutskever up to now with his new company?
Well, he's been talking about a transcendent future driven by advanced AI, one that possesses deep understanding of the world and can reason at a level far beyond anything we've seen before.
Sounds ambitious.
It is. And it's not just talk. His new company has raised over $1 billion.
$1 billion with a B. Someone's putting their money where their mouth is, eh?
They certainly are.
So what do you think? Where is this focus on reasoning leading us?
Well, that's the $9 question, isn't it? If AI can program drones in real time, what happens when its ability to reason and solve problems becomes even more powerful? What then?
It's a bit mind-blowing, to be honest.
Right. Well, let's move from the world of code and drones to something, a bit more visual, shall we?
Okay, sure.
Runway's been making waves with their new tool, Act 1.
Act 1? Oh, this is the one that lets you control actors' performances in those AI-generated videos, right?
That's the one.
So let me get this straight. You came all the way down to the Department of Motor Vehicles and didn't bring your driver's license?
And the demo they released, it's just stunning. They created a scene set in a diner, and it looks like it's straight out of Hollywood.
Been waiting long enough. I think it's time to decide. You really think you can just walk away from all this?
I have to. There's no other choice.
There's always a choice. You just don't like the alternatives.
What would Jemmy do? Stay?
It uses motion capture data and AI to analyze and manipulate facial expressions, body language, even subtle eye movements. It gives filmmakers a level of control we've never seen before.
So even though it's AI, you can still get a really natural performance.
It's getting I mean, it's not perfect yet, but it's a massive step towards a future where AI can generate truly believable and engaging human characters on screen.
Wow. Speaking of AI-generated films, have you heard about this? This first fully AI animated feature film. It was just released on YouTube, of all places.
Where the robots grow. Yeah, I have. It's from AI Masteers, isn't it?
It is. It's a pretty clever move, releasing it for free like that, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's like a giant billboard showcasing our capabilities. Look what we can do.
Gotta check this out.
This is where I hang out, or as I like to call it, the No Man Cave.
Wow. What do you do all day?
Play guitar, customize my body art, work on the meaning of life.
You should. It gives you a real sense of the possibilities. We're talking about the future of filmmaking here.
And it's not just about the visuals, is it? There's some incredible things happening in the world of voice generation. Have you seen this new text-to-voice feature from 11 Lamps?
I have. It's quite impressive, isn't it? You just type in a description, like an angry old pirate with a raspy British voice.
You add a line of dialogue and bam.
Bam.
Like having a cast of voice actors right there on your computer.
Exactly. It's amazing.
What kind of possibilities do you see with this kind of technology? What could people actually do with it?
Oh, all sorts. Personalized audiobooks narrated in any voice you can imagine. Interactive video games where every character has a unique, believable voice. It's opening up a world of creative opportunities. Filmmakers, game developers, even podcasters.
Now that's a thought. And it's not just about creative applications, is it? What about Anthropic and those AI agents they've developed that can control a computer mouse? I mean, that's next level, isn't it?
It is. It means AI isn't just stuck generating text, images, or voices. It can actually interact directly with the digital world, taking actions based on our instructions.
So we're talking AI that can build websites, edit videos, even skip those annoying YouTube ads.
Exactly. And while there are some risks to think about, like accidental file deletions or unauthorized purchase, this technology signals a fundamental shift. We're moving towards a future where AI is deeply woven into our daily lives, managing tasks, workflows, making things more efficient, and, potentially freeing up our time and energy for other things.
It's that agentic future, isn't it? Sounds a bit sci-fi to me.
It does, doesn't it? And it raises some pretty big questions. What tasks are we comfortable handing over to an AI? What are the implications for society as a whole?
It's a big shift, isn't it?
It is, eventually, yes. And it could mean we're entering uncharted territory in terms of AI capabilities. Who knows what's next?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? What does this mean for the future of AI? What are we going to see in the next year or two?
Well, Altman wasn't just talking about language models, was he? He was talking about AI across the board. So potentially we're talking significant leaps forward in image recognition, robotics, even, scientific discovery.
Exciting times. But Altman also mentioned this idea of AI empowering founders, entrepreneurs, making them like 10 times more productive, even potentially eliminating the need for large teams altogether.
That's a big claim, isn't it?
It is. 10 times more productive.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, think about all the tasks that AI could automate. Market research, for example. I mean, AI can analyze vast amounts of data, identify trends and opportunities far faster than any human.
If you're saying this idea of a one-person startup powered by AI, it's not so crazy after all.
Exactly. And Altman believes this shift will lead to a surge in innovation, new businesses, economic growth.
That's the upside, right? But what about the flip side? What about the jobs that AI might replace? I mean, that's a big concern, isn't it?
It's a valid concern, and it's something we need to address as a society. We need to be thinking about retraining, upskilling workers, making sure everyone has the opportunity to thrive in this new landscape.
It's about adapting, isn't it?
It is. Now let's talk about something that's caused a bit of a stir. AI being used for therapy.
But risky, isn't it? AI therapists.
Well, Altman made it clear that AI should never replace human interaction and professional help. But he did point out that many people are finding it helpful to talk to ChatGPT about their problems.
I guess there's something to be said for having a non-judgmental listener, even if it's just a machine. A way to process your thoughts and feelings without feeling judged.
Wait, but Altman said something rather interesting. He suggested that the next big breakthrough wouldn't be a new model, but the emergence of, those AI agents we were talking about earlier. He believes that agents will be the defining development of 2025.
Right. So it's not just about making language models more sophisticated. It's about giving them the power to act, to have an impact on the world.
Exactly. And it seems OpenAI is putting all their chips on this bet, prioritizing the development of agents over everything else. It's a big gamble, but if they're right.
Well, it raises the stakes, doesn't it? If these agents are going to be so powerful, we need to be sure we're developing them responsibly, ethically.
Absolutely. As AI becomes more capable, more integrated into our lives, these ethical considerations become even more important. Now, Altman also mentioned some breakthroughs in what he called image-based models.
Image-based models, what does that mean?
Well, it suggests that OpenAI is working on AI that can reason not just through language, but also through visual information. AI that can see and understand the world around it, much like we do.
So AI that can analyze medical images, design buildings, even create photorealistic 3D models. We're giving AI another sense.
Exactly. And when you combine this visual understanding with the ability to take action through those agents we were talking about, the potential is, it's mind-boggling.
It is. It really makes you think, what's next? What's coming down the pipeline?
Well, speaking of things coming down the pipeline, you're talking about the world of AI-generated film. It's not just Runway, is it? It's a whole ecosystem of tools and platforms springing up, new developments all the time. It's a bit like the Wild West out there. Everyone's rushing to stake their claim.
It really is. So what's new? What's caught your eye?
Well, there's this platform at which you combine all the big AI video generators, Runway, Luma, all of them, all in one place.
So it's like a one-stop shop for all your AI video needs.
Yeah, exactly. From a company called Korea. It's a brilliant idea, really.
I mean, that would save so much time, wouldn't it? No more jumping between different platforms.
Exactly. And speaking of making things easier, Midjourney's been busy as well. They've added this feature that lets you edit images directly within their platform.
Oh, I saw that. That's fantastic, isn't it?
It is. You can upload an image, tweak it, add elements, even change the style completely.
Their retexture feature is amazing.
It is, isn't it?
You can completely transform the look of an image with just a few words.
It shows how much progress they've made in terms of making these tools, user-friendly.
It's putting the power in everyone's hands, isn't it?
It is, democratizing creativity. Now, while Midjourney's focused on images, there's this other platform, Kaiber. They're taking a more holistic approach, I think.
Kaiber, yeah, I've been keeping an eye on them. They've really shifted gears, haven't they?
They have. Remember those early Kaiber videos, all those strange, surreal, almost hallucinatory images?
Yeah.
Well, they've moved away from that, but embraced a much more structured, almost studio-like approach.
Their new Superstudio. It's like a digital whiteboard for creative brainstorming, isn't it?
Yes, you can generate images, videos, organize your entire creative process. They'd even integrated tools from other platforms like Runway and Luma directly into their workflow.
It's a really integrated approach. They want to be the all-in-one solution for AI-powered creativity, don't they?
That seems to be the goal, and they're not alone. I think we're seeing this convergence happen across the industry. The lines are blurring between image generation, video creation, voice synthesis. It's all becoming interconnected.
So will we end up with one platform that can do it all? Just create any kind of content imaginable?
That's certainly a possibility. And while we're speculating, let's not forget that AI development isn't happening in a vacuum.
Right.
The real world is catching up. We're already starting to see the impact in various industries.
Like Hollywood, for instance.
Exactly. Blumhouse Productions, the horror film studio, they've teamed up with Meta, giving their artists access to Meta's AI video generation tools.
And didn't Meta also release that AI-generated short film, I Hate AI?
They did. A little ironic, perhaps, but it's a sign that the big players in entertainment are taking this technology very seriously.
So AI is coming to Hollywood. What does that mean for filmmakers, actors, the whole industry?
It's a question that's generating a lot of debate. Some people see AI as a threat, a job killer. Others see it as a powerful tool, a way to enhance creativity, push storytelling in new directions. Who knows what the future holds?
It is a brave new world, isn't it? And as we've seen today, it's changing at a dizzying pace. So what's the takeaway message for our listeners? What should they be thinking about? How should they approach this new AI-powered landscape?
Well, I think the key message is this. The future of AI is being shaped right now. And while we can't predict exactly what that future will look like, we can equip ourselves with the knowledge and understanding to be active participants in its development.
We can't just sit back and be passive observers. We need to be part of the conversation. Shape the direction of AI so it benefits all of humanity.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe the next big breakthrough will come from someone listening to this very podcast.
That would be something, wouldn't it? So to our listeners, stay curious, stay engaged, keep exploring. The future is waiting to be written.
Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our latest updates in AI.
And if you're interested in any of the tools and services we discussed today, you'll find all the links right down in the description. See you next time.
Cheers.